Kathy.
The Ron and Fez Show.
XM202.
Ron Bennington, Fez Watley. It's the best of Ron and Fez.
Ronnie, you know what a comic book fan I am?
No.
Yes, you know me.
Yes, I know you are.
Well, now we have a little bit insight on one of our comic book superheroes.
Okay, good.
This is interesting. You know The Thing? Benjamin J. Grimm.
The Thing is the big rock?
Yeah, part of the Fantastic Four.
How did he get made into a rock?
I think that was the cosmic radiation. When the Fantastic Four went into space, they got pelted with cosmic rays, and they all mutated in a different way.
Does the Thing still use the restroom now that he's a rock? Because he eats, right?
Yeah, he eats big. And I think
because his rocks are hungry?
I guess so.
Anyway, I took you off your story. I
think the Thing is normal on the inside. He's just rocky on the outside.
Then wouldn't the body heat actually kill him from having a rock layer around you?
It's basically like living in an adobe. It's quite cool on the inside.
Okay, I understand now.
But I think he does use the restroom. He's dropping boulders in there. But the Thing, it turns out in the latest issue of the Fantastic Four from Marvel Comics, the Thing is Jewish. I never knew.
No, I never thought so either. Because you never see that big, husky, thick Jewish guy like the Thing is.
Yeah.
I imagine he kind of had that build. He's not a tall, thin rock guy.
No, he was a big guy before he was mutated. He was already big.
Only by Jake seems like he's a big Jewish guy to me.
So he was born Benjamin Jacob Grimm on the Lower East Side.
Now, why bring that up? Why do he suddenly is Jewish? Is it going to be some kind of anti-Arab thing, the Fantastic Four? Are going to be somehow stopping the suicide bombers?
I have no idea.
That would be great.
Why this would come up, but in the issue, when he reveals this, the arch-villain, I don't even know what villain it is, responds with, "Funny, you don't look Jewish."
It's funny. Now, do they ever bring up what belief system any of the people have?
I think this is the first religion we're probably finding out on a superhero.
Well, when you think about it, Thor.
Well, yeah, Thor.
He was always praying to the gods, right?
Right, he had all those Norse gods. He was a Norse god, wasn't he? Himself? I think he prayed to himself.
So I don't know what that religion would actually be called.
Yeah, kind of a Scandinavian pagan dealio.
Yeah.
So, but like Wonder Woman, she's always talking about, may the gods help us, Hera help us.
She's Wiccan. That's a witch if I've ever seen one.
You think she's more Wiccan than pagan?
Yeah. All right, now what do you think about Batman?
Batman, with everything he's been through and as nasty as he is, and as negative as he is, he's an atheist.
All right, because the fact that he's so guilt-ridden and shamed and everything, I see him as a Catholic.
Really?
And here's the thing. A Catholic will get their revenge. It's all about getting even with the Catholics.
He did make a vow at his parents' grave.
But he has the money of a white old Protestant.
Right, that's true.
Normally that would seem like old money to me. But the attitude is so Catholic. He's, even his stuff. He dresses like the Pope. He drives around in kind of a Pope-mobile.
He's got a big hat.
Everything's all rituals with him like it is the Catholics.
Interesting. I think he's got no belief system whatsoever, but you bring up some really good Catholic points.
I don't know. He catches me as a Catholic. Let's go with the Hawk on this. Hawk, you're wise. You know these things, right? What do you say?
Hawk fact.
And the Hawk, that is almost like a bat signal. Let's put up the Hawk signal. What do you got here, Hawk?
Yeah, I'm thinking he's a Catholic for sure, because you figure he grew up in Gotham, and that's like an urban setting.
Good point.
That's
I didn't
cool.
think of that.
He is a city boy, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Roy, Batman Catholic or atheist?
I'm going to have to say Catholic.
I'll say this, too. A lot of Catholics spend sometimes being atheists, and then they pop back.
Oh, I see. They find their way back to the church.
Right.
They always will.
Well, sure, as soon as they get hit by a car or they get some kind of disease, then suddenly, yes, I'm Catholic. Andrew, you're on Ron and Fez.
Andrew, what's going on?
Hey, buddies.
Yeah.
Hey, Batman definitely is Catholic, and I'm pretty sure he's a priest because he always had a young boy by his side.
All right, good point there.
Yeah. Hey, did you hear that the Hawk is making a comeback?
The Hawk?
Yeah.
The character, the Hawk?
Yeah, as a character. Yeah, he's going to be on that Adult Swim they have on, was it Cartoon Network?
All right.
Hawk fact.
All right, we'll look into that.
I don't know who the Hawk is.
The Hawk, I think he means is Hawkman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm in. Hawk Girl's on Justice League. They never talk about her husband.
I know Big Kev wants to talk about Batman's religion with us.
Okay.
Of course, Big Kev knows the comics. How you doing, Kev?
Hey guys, what's up?
Big Kev, comic expert.
I think it's actually Birdman on the Cartoon Network.
Ah.
Not Hawkman.
He means Harvey Birdman?
Yes, I think
yeah,
so.
That's a great, great show.
I'm firmly believe that Batman is Protestant.
Protestant based on what?
The bringing up in the rich, not actually in Gotham, but outside of Gotham.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's kind of like where he lived. It kind of looks like the main line of Philadelphia. It's on the outside. It's old money.
Old money.
Yeah.
I definitely would think Protestant there.
Although the Kennedys, that's old money.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
They got a nice estate.
I don't know. There's something more rigid about him than Catholicism, which is why I would go with Protestant.
Well, you know, if you really stick with the Catholic thing, it can be rigid, but, you know, we've been it all out of control.
It's true.
All right, thanks, Big Kev.
Take care, guys.
All right.
Just revealed in Marvel Comics that the Thing from the Fantastic Four, he's Jewish.
Right.
In the latest Fantastic Four episode.
But, you know, we're talking about some of these guys. I just don't like to call people an atheist unless I know for sure. I wouldn't want to disparage Batman. Punisher, on the other hand, that's an atheist.
Oh, God. That guy has nothing.
Nothing going
There is
for
no
him.
belief system.
Here's James. James, you're on Run and Fuzz.
James.
Hey, guys.
But
Hey, doesn't Lex Luthor worship the same god as Fezzi, Martin Luther?
Yeah, because Lex Luthor must be a Lutheran, right?
I am a Lutheran, but Lex Luthor is not part of the church, and we don't worship that criminal mastermind.
Oh, I seem to screw that one up all the time. See ya!
All right, sit.
Thank you for the call, James.
Here is Dave. Dave, you're on Run and Fuzz.
Dave, what's going on?
Hey, how's it going? Clark Kent often went to church with his parents.
Clark Kent.
Now, with Superman, I wonder about this. Does he follow the religious beliefs of his real parents, Jor-El and Lara, or does he follow what he was brought up in, those adopted people?
That
the
is
Kents.
confusing because I bet he was one of those people like, yeah, he thinks he's a Methodist, but then later he's an American Indian. You know what I mean?
Right.
As soon as he really finds out about his heritage.
You know, as soon as he finds out what he really is, he's
Right.
going to go looking for his roots. I'm sure he's praying to Ra, the sun god of Krypton.
And really he should.
I mean, that's where he's from. That's, biological didn't bother.
Sure. Well, I mean, he did. I mean, got him safe. Chris, you're on Run and Fuzz.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, I think Punisher is Catholic because I think he had that little spiel that he did, come on, God, why are the innocent dead and the guilty alive? Where's the justice? Where's the punishment? So I think Punisher was Catholic.
That is the kind of things Catholics scream right before they become atheists.
Right.
All right, sit. Token, you're on Run and Fuzz.
Hey, Token, what can we do for you?
Yeah, I just want to sound in on Batman's religion. It's definitely Protestant.
You think so? You know what? When I see him and the way he takes care of villains, he believes in an eternal damnation. I'm starting to lean towards the Catholic thing.
Yeah, but the thing is, the only example that Ronnie gave basically was the Kennedys. They're not old money. They made their money from Joe Kennedy running rum from Canada down to the United States. It's illegal money back in Prohibition times. It's not old money.
It's fairly old for this country.
Well, yeah,
anytime you can get it, 100 years.
But, Joe Kennedy, I know Joe Kennedy was involved in that, but he didn't start out poor, did he?
Yeah, I think he did, actually.
Yeah,
but
he might have.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, I'm thinking old money, like private school, mansion outside the city.
Yeah, that's true.
Mayflower money.
Yeah, that comes off that way.
And didn't little Batman as a kid always wear like a suit and tie or jacket or whatever when he was a kid?
Seems like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like definitely Protestant, don't you think?
All right, that's good talking.
He got sent away to schools. Let's face some facts.
And the eye for an eye stuff is way more Protestant.
That's actually, kind of...
Old Testament.
Yeah, real gnashing of the teeth. Almost Baptist type stuff.
Right.
Real born-again type stuff.
Here's Duke. Duke, you're on Ron and Fez.
Duke.
Hey, cartoons come alive a little bit on this one, but greatest American hero?
Yeah.
You do.
Greatest American hero, Jewish. Bill Cat.
I'm not going to fight that one way or the other.
If it was Bill Katz.
Sean, you're on Ron and Fez.
Sean, what can we do for you?
Hey guys, Batman, let's see, he's antisocial, he wears funny clothes, and he doesn't drink caffeine. He must be Mormon, I think.
You know, he's not, Gotham is not Salt Lake City, though.
Yeah, there would have to be a Utah superhero to go ahead and say, yeah, definitely Mormon.
Here's Chris. Chris, you're on Ron and Fez.
Chris, what's going on?
Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, I want to explain why I think Superman and Batman are Jewish.
Why is that?
See if you can notice a pattern here. Rothman, Silverman, Superman, Batman.
It's not getting silly here.
You know him. He's Clark K. Superman.
Jake, you're on Ron and Fez.
Jake.
Yeah, hey, how's it going, guys?
Good.
Ghost Rider, that was a Marvel comic with Johnny Blaze, the Flaming Skull, and it had a lot of satanic overtones. He had made a pact with the devil.
All right, devil worshiper. I'm willing to give Ghost Rider that one. That makes perfect sense.
All right, Matty Fridays has a good one here, Fezzy. All right, when Bruce Wayne goes to visit his parents' grave, right?
Right.
Giant cross. Protestants never use that giant cross, he says.
Protestants don't use a giant cross?
Just come by what he's saying.
Huh.
I thought they didn't like the cross as much as the Catholics does.
The Protestants, they won't use a crucifix.
All right, good point.
Where Jesus is still on the cross. They like the fact of the empty cross.
All right, good one. That might actually even be more Protestant then.
Yeah. The fact that it's an empty cross on that grave, on the top of that tombstone. Are they buried on his property?
I always had the feeling of that.
Yeah.
Like a...
Kind of like Elvis has his parents out there.
Yeah. And that's another thing that either rich people or farmers do.
Yeah.
Actually,
they get away
bury
with
your
it.
Parents in the backyard.
They're always out there.
It's weird. Dean, you're on Ron and Fez.
Dean, go ahead, buddy.
Yeah, didn't Superman's parents keep going to those revivalist meetings when they came through whatever that Midwest town was they were living in?
Smallville?
That's how he met the preacher.
So you're talking about Ma and Pa Kent, not his Krypton parents.
Yeah, but he was raised by Ma and Pa Kent.
Right.
You know, so he didn't have any of the Kryptonian beliefs. He wouldn't even know what they were.
Well, yeah, but he later found out everything about Krypton. And it's one thing for Clark Kent to act like he's Methodist or whatever, but Superman, that's a whole different dealio.
Yeah, maybe he actually has a religious secret identity, too, where he acts like a Methodist around his friends when he's Clark.
See, I got a problem with that. That's going too far, Fizz.
Well, that's effing with someone's religion. You're making a joke out of it.
Right, you're making a joke out of it, and it's like spying. It's like me going to Fez's church because I like Luther Vandross music. It's just wrong.
We don't play Luther Vandross music at my church.
Really?
Yes. We're Lutherans, not Luther Vandrossians.
Hugo, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hugo, what's going on?
Dude, Bruce had to be Catholic. He hung out with Irish cops.
He did, but they didn't always like him.
Right, that's true. A lot of the cops wanted to shut him down. It was only Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah.
That was his only link to the police department.
Here's Tony. Tony, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Tony.
Hey, Superman was Jewish.
How do you figure?
Well, Clark Kent, he worked for the media, and the big money he spent for his disguise was a pair of non-prescription glasses.
Thank you for the call. We're trying to have a serious discussion.
Let us. Al.
Al, go ahead, buddy.
Hey, how you doing? Big card holder, 4578.
Hooah!
And Batman, definitely an atheist.
You think he's an atheist, huh?
Yep.
I started out on that, and I'm really changing my mind on him.
Nope. For a while in the comic, there was an angel as part of the Justice League, and he said himself he didn't believe he was an angel because he doesn't think that there's any God, because no God is going to take a set of parents away from their child when they're that young.
That sounds like a Catholic.
He might have been born Catholic, not anymore. He's an atheist.
That's just exactly the kind of thing a Catholic will say.
The why. Now, I would be pretty sure that the Green Arrow is Catholic.
Why?
He just seemed... there's a lot of things with him. He's definitely revenge-driven. There's a lot of things that he just says in his dialogue that it would be Catholic. And he's one of the most liberal superheroes there are.
Mm.
You know, you could see him doing, marching with the Kennedys.
And the green thing.
Yeah, true. Green Party, actually.
Sure. Here's Missy.
He's an environmentalist.
Missy, you're on Ron and Fez.
Missy.
Yeah, hi. I just wanted to say, obviously Batman has to be a Protestant, because if he was Catholic, he'd have like 9 brothers and sisters.
Yeah, but maybe he was going to be the oldest in a big family, and they killed his parents so young.
Well, yeah, they died when he was like 5 or 6, so they would have had 2 or 3 kids by then.
All right, good point. It does seem like a Protestant now.
Trying to debate the religion of different superheroes, in particular Batman, we found out that the Thing, according to the latest issue of the Fantastic Four comic book, he's Jewish.
A lot of people are calling in, Fezzy, that Batman's parents are not buried on the Wayne estate. It's Gotham Cemetery, and apparently he met a girl there once.
Really? That's creepy. All right, way to go, Bats. Or Bruce Wayne. I didn't mean to give that out.
Sean, you're on... so weird. So weird. Sean, you're on Ron and Fez. Hi, Sean.
You didn't put nothing into that. I don't like that. Anyway, I think Superman was a Muslim. His real name was Khalil, right?
It's Kal-El.
Khalil.
That's awful. Jimmy, you're on the Ron and Fez show, buddy.
Boris.
Hey, buddy.
Buddy.
Well, that guy called about the greatest American hero before. I think he's Unitarian. But the Hulk, I got as a Catholic because I figure him hulking out is like a penance for his rage.
You know, when you think of that kind of rage, you do think Catholic. Just somebody freaking out and knocking everything down. Not holding it in like a Protestant.
Just the beating of the breast, actually.
Yeah.
On your knees in a rage.
Yeah.
Screaming up to the sky. All right, I'll give David Banner Catholic. I'm willing to do that.
Here's Tom. Tom, you're on Ron and Fez show.
Hey, Tom.
Hey, guys.
Bye-bye.
Wouldn't it be the Fantastic Foreskin? No?
No, we're not doing a comedy pyramid, but thank you.
This is more of just a roundtable discussion.
Sure. Roundtable discussion. John, you're on Ron and Fez.
Gentlemen, Batman was Episcopalian.
How do we know?
Because it's a form of Protestantism that's almost exactly like Catholicism. So you got the best of both worlds.
Episcopalian, I think, is as close as you can be to the Catholic with the rituals and everything.
It's Catholic light.
Without being Catholic.
Yeah, it's Catholic light.
They even have bishops and stuff.
All right, thanks a lot.
And priests.
Brian, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Brian, what can we do for you?
Superman had to be Catholic.
Why is that?
Well, if you ever remember in one of the comics, I can't remember which, they had an evil Superman, and there's no evil really in too much in the Jewish. And what are Catholics constantly going to the church for? Confess their sins.
I'm pretty sure that every other religion has an evil thing. You could be evil.
Right. Now, if let's say Superman was Methodist, what would Bizarro be? He would have to be the exact opposite of Methodist.
To me, the exact opposite of every religion is Lutheran.
No, it's not. Bizarro is not Lutheran.
To me, that is. That's Bizarro. Is it even a real religion?
Yes, it's a real religion. There's churches everywhere.
Churches are just houses.
Churches, houses of God.
I just picture a sign outside of a barn that's hand-painted Lutheran with a picture
and misspelt.
And then, the R's backwards. And then just some kind of bad picture of Luther Vandross.
There is no picture of Luther Vandross on our church. Get rid of the Luther Vandross music, Hawk.
Fez feels like it's Sunday.
I do not. We've never had this sung in our church.
You can switch out of that and get into a real religion.
I'm fine where I am, thank you.
Why don't you become Marvin Gaye?
I am not going to be Marvin Gaye.
Then you can actually tell people you're gay without judgment.
Marvin Gaye? Hawk, enough.
Yeah, this is awful.
There you go.
I could never worship that guy.
Neither do I.
Andrew, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, Ron. Hi, Fez.
Hi, Andrew.
David Banner, Jewish. Have you ever seen a guy named David who was Jewish?
David Eisenhower.
Was not Jewish.
Thank you.
He's thinking David Lee Roth.
Dave, you're on Ron and Fez.
Dave.
Yeah.
Go ahead, buddy.
How about Daredevil, Matt Murdock? Irish Catholic.
Murdoch?
Yep.
Yeah, I like it.
I'm Matt Murdock.
Definitely Irish Catholic, big city boy, went blind.
That was always the saddest thing, huh? A blind superhero.
Yeah. Poor guy.
Is Ben Affleck still doing that role? Is that going to still happen?
Yeah. Ben Affleck as Daredevil. And Michael Clark Duncan is the Kingpin.
Is Gwyneth in this anywhere?
I don't think so. I don't think Gwyneth is going to be in this one.
You see the picture of her in the post today trying to walk down, and I guess the photographers were around her?
No.
And she had spilled coffee on her teeth.
Oh, nice, Gwyneth.
Because you know that they're in their faces when they're trying to walk down the street.
Ever since she won her Oscar, though, she's getting a little piggish.
In what way?
I mean, sloppy. She really, she won the Oscar, then look what she was a mess at the next year's ceremonies. She's really not cleaning up anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know what her problem is. I don't like grunge Gwyneth. I don't like it one bit.
It's not really grunge anymore. She might be alt-rock, Gwenny. She still looks good to me, though.
She's just acting like a slob anymore.
Even with coffee on her teeth, the first thing I thought is I'd suck that off there. Here's John. You're on Ron and Fez.
That's something I'd expect out of Billy. Hey, John.
Hey, boys.
Hey, buddy.
7724. Nice. Gwyneth Paltrow, I'd like to stick it in her.
Yeah.
Because in Shallow Hal, she looked pretty good. Anyway.
She looked even good in the fat suit.
Oh, yeah. Superman's a Puritan.
You know, I could see Superman being Amish with those Kents raising him.
All he needs is the beard without the mustache.
What was he saying that Superman being a Puritan?
He says Superman's a Puritan. He always does the right thing.
That's a Catholic.
He's farm folk. He may be Amish. Did he sell produce on the weekends?
Here's Joe. You're on Ron and Fest. They do other things besides that.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, buddies. How you doing?
Go ahead, pal.
I have a theory on Robin.
Yeah.
Robin must have been Hindu because he's always saying holy cow.
We can't constantly joke about things, and we're really trying to figure out the religion for superheroes.
Some of these superheroes.
What about somebody like Captain America?
Captain America, you know, he stands for everybody.
Yeah.
He's such a hero for every American. I would picture him as being non-denominational. He's just nationwide, Captain America.
That's Protestant. When you're non-denominational, you're Protestant. Because to us Catholics, all you people are non-denominational. We understand the Jews, we understand the Muslims, we understand the Buddhists, but you Protestants, come on, get in the church. All right,
when you're so Protestant, you can't even pick a section of Protestant to be in.
They're all the same. That, to me, is the other in the pie graph. Hey, Heckler sent me something here, Fezzi, from Christianity Today, and the name of the article is, sure, Superman's Protestant, but what's Batman?
Really?
Yeah.
This is so cool.
And they're basically asking, is he Catholic, Episcopalian, or Presbyterian? That's very funny.
They come up with any answers?
No. They're fighting. None
of the good studies do.
Well, you know how religious stuff are. They just, fight over it.
Now, Ronnie, with the Flash, I'd say Jehovah's Witness. The guy could hit so many doors on a Saturday so fast.
All right, now you're into the joking.
Sorry.
Here's Jerry. Jerry, you're on Ron and Fez.
Jerry.
Hi, Ron. Hi, Fez.
Hi, Jerry.
I figured out what Superman is.
What's that?
He's not an atheist. He's not a devil worshiper. He's a Scientologist.
Why do you say Scientologist?
Because he's freaky and creepy, and he's from Krypton.
No, all right, thanks a lot. Don't Scientologists also kind of believe that we are gods ourselves or something? That might be an actual good one.
I thought they thought that aliens brought us here.
Yeah, which would be Superman. Aliens brought him here.
Very nice.
Jake, you're on Run and Fez.
Jake, what can we do for you?
Hi, Ron. Hi, Fez.
Hi, Jake.
Yeah, I think the penguin is acidic. The top hat, black clothes, the cane.
I'm not going to sit here. I'm looking up, and half these things, Wonder Boy, are now getting stupid.
All right, we want to have an actual discussion on the known comic book facts. And we're not discussing supervillains.
Here's Joe. You're on Ron and Fez.
Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Batman was a Jesuit.
A Jesuit.
All right, tell us about...
Well, listen, he's extremely self-disciplined. He's fanatical.
Yeah.
All right? He wears robes. He was a Jesuit. Anybody who's gone to a Catholic school or Catholic university knows he's a Jesuit.
It does have that. And then also, Fez, having Robin is almost like having an altar boy with you.
There you go. He hangs out with a young boy as his ward.
Yeah, he's training the kid. And he's got the kid in robes and capes, too.
Right. And the Catholics will bring you right in at an early age. Because an altar boy, it's almost like being a priest and you're 11.
Yeah, you're participating in all the rituals and ceremonies.
Trust me when I tell you, every altar boy feels better than their family. Like they were somehow chosen.
That's a good feeling.
Here's Dan, you're on Ron and Fez.
Dan.
Hey, Ron and Fez, how you doing?
Hey, buddy.
Aquaman, he's a Catholic.
Why would you say that?
Well, the symbol of Christ is a fish, and where the baptisms take place, in water.
That's true.
I don't think Aquaman could be a Catholic. He's not going to agree with any religion that believes in eating his friends on Friday.
You don't think Aquaman eats fish?
He talks to the fish. They're his friends.
He talks them into his mouth because I'm going to explain something to you, Fez. What else is Aquaman eating down there? He ain't getting steak. What does Aquaman eat for dinner?
I would imagine some sort of kelp.
Do you see the body on Aquaman? He's cut. You don't get that big on kelp. You've got to have protein and plenty of it. I see Aquaman eating clams in the morning, fish, probably huge tunas. Swallow them whole.
So you think he's eating the fish that he's not using, that he's not talking to?
I think that he could use them and then turn around and eat them.
Oh, why would he do that?
You're confused about how...
He can't have a tuna save his life and then eat him.
Here's what you don't understand. You act like he's friends with them. Like when they're not out solving crimes, they're sitting around talking, enjoying themselves. No, he uses them like tools, like they're cattle or horses.
He's supposed to protect the seas.
He does.
That's included, all the life in the seas.
The Indians protected the earth, and it didn't mean that they didn't eat buffalo.
Oh.
You got to go through and prune things. What if there's too many shrimp? He's got to go in and have a big pot of them.
I can't imagine. I mean, the Indians didn't have the one-on-one relationship that the Aquaman does. These things actually come to his aid. They love him.
All right, let's just go back to physique. How did he get that big on kelp? You can't.
There's got to be some sort of protein. You know, he's got a swimmer's build.
No, he doesn't. Not the new one. Look at him. He's cut. I mean, he's cut. The arms are unbelievable. The forearms themselves, he can bend steel down there.
I don't think he's eating his friends to get that way, though.
They're not his friends.
They save his life.
That doesn't make you friends. A car could save your life. You're not going to sit down and take it out to dinner.
You wouldn't eat it either. I can't imagine that Aquaman's eating the fish.
What else is he going to eat? You got him living his life like a sea lion.
They must have something for him down there.
Who's they?
Atlantis.
They eat fish.
And then, so he's going to talk to a fish, and then the next thing you know, turn on it. That thing's going to come save him from Black Manta.
All right, here's what you don't understand.
And then he's going to start chomping on it.
You act like he talks to them. I say he just directs them.
If he ate them, they would never come near him to help him.
They don't have a choice. He thinks something, they do it. You think that they want to go throwing themselves in front of subs? Hell no. Why should they constantly... You ever hear him doing stuff for fish? Saving fish from stuff? Oh, there's a fish in the net. I'll pull it out of there.
Yes, he'll do that.
Oh, does he? I really never did read that.
Yes.
I never read it.
That's part of his gig.
So he'll go and help a clam.
Yes, only to eat it?
Why would he help? Why would he help one?
Because it's one of his citizens.
Pete.
George W. Bush doesn't eat us.
I feel like he is. I literally feel like that man's eating me. Pete, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah. Now, Aquaman, he's got this ability to come to land. You think he's got that just to solve crime or to maybe dine out?
What do you think? He's going to come up 3 meals a day? He'll just come swimming out of the East River and go to a diner for breakfast, dive back in, go back to Atlantis?
Maybe.
Once lunchtime.
Maybe he gets kelp to hold himself over, but let's say he comes on 7 o'clock at night, he goes gets himself a nice steak.
You're telling me...
He's got no regard for land animals.
Pete, at this point, I know, because they won't listen to him. Pete, you're trying to tell me you're going to be surrounded by all that food, and you're not going to eat some of it? You're going to be thinking, when do I come up?
Now, I think he might be munching down on some tuna, like you said, but I don't think to the point where that's all he's eating. Because at that point, doesn't he got like some extended life form?
Yes, but I'm saying, where does he get his protein from on a daily basis?
Do you think there's a pecking order? There's obviously a food chain in the ocean, but do you think there's a point where Aquaman, there's some fish that are his buddies, and then other fish, like shellfish, that can't possibly save him?
First of all,
that he has no use for. He's eating them?
I don't think he's going to eat a whale. I don't think he's like a maniac cannibal down there. But I do think he's thinking, I'd like a nice fresh tuna.
I can't imagine him ever eating any of the sporting fish.
I don't think he eats any of the mammals.
He's not going to chew on a dolphin.
No. But will he sit there and enjoy shrimp, tuna, any kind of game fish, halibut? Yes, he's eating that stuff by the bushel load, my friend.
I can't imagine.
Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah.
I was just wondering, why would Batman be anything but an atheist? Because, like you said, they killed his
Mike,
parents.
do you hear what we're talking about now?
We're discussing Aquaman.
Oh, okay. I got something for Aquaman, too.
All right.
Aquaman would eat fish the same as we would eat, like, cows and stuff. Farmers have ox pulling their plows and stuff. We eat cattle.
Fez sees that as somehow forming a friendship.
I see Aquaman on being on a different level with the animals of the sea. The sea creatures.
They're like pretty much mindless.
Food to him.
Ronnie was right before.
Thank you.
They tell him what they do. He tells them what to do, and they do it.
That they are mindless.
Exactly.
They're mindless, just like we eat cows.
You see what I'm saying?
And happily.
But if Aquaman's going through the sea as a predator, there's no fish that's going to come near him. They're going to run from him like he's a shark.
Do you think a fish has a memory? You go to a school fish and say, come here. He directs them directly into his mouth. He unhinges his jaw, and he's eating schools of fish.
Oh, I can't imagine.
I bet the bastard's eaten at least one seahorse in his life.
If that's true, he rides a seahorse.
Yes.
That would be like Roy Rogers eating Trigger.
Here's Brian. You're on Ron and Fez.
Brian.
Yeah, how's it going? Yeah, you know the new cut Aquaman that Ronnie's talking about?
All right, and am I right when I say this? The guy's huge, right?
Yeah, he looks like a bodybuilder. Looks like Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, he looks great.
Yeah, he's got long hair and a long beard.
Right.
He lost his hand in a vicious piranha attack. That's why he has a spear on a hand. So fish ate Aquaman's hand.
Right.
I thought that was a villain called Piranhas.
No. It was a bunch of fish. He put his hand in some kind of well or something. I don't know. I remember a scene when I was a kid reading a comic book that he had this scared look on his hand, on his face, like his hand was gone.
Thank you very much.
And the Justice League cartoon, he cut it off himself to save his baby.
Idiot. Ty, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hi, Ty.
Hey, I just want to say, Fez, you're wrong. He doesn't talk to the fish. It's like he hypnotizes his fish. They're zombies. He's just using them when he needs to. It's not like he's going around talking to them and stuff.
Oh, that's awful.
Well, that's
I'm not buying it.
Fez somehow thinks that after they solve the crimes or stop
they're
them,
hanging out. They
all hang out together. They sit down. They're playing cards.
He's the Sea King. He's their ruler.
They're zombies.
He's supposed to protect them.
But there's not an election or anything, Fez. He's just...
We don't know that.
He's the top of the food chain. He's Aquaman. And this is one of the reasons, because this comic has never been thought out, that people don't like him as much.
He's really unpopular, and they ditched him. He lost his own comic book.
And I'll tell you this. If I found out that all he ate was plankton and kelp, I'd have nothing to do with him. All right, 40-second delay put together a beautiful song about Aquaman, Fez.
I protect the sea, but no one cares about me. I'm drowning in self-doubt, 'cause all my friends are trout. I'm